Where are we looking, baby?
At the lens.
At the lens, okay. Hi everyone, Ed and Joy from Big Fam 9 here. And while we're still pretty new to the YouTube and Twitter communities and social media in general, we're definitely not new to the large family life. And through our journey so far, we were tagged by a wonderful Twitter user and decided that we would try this thing called Large Family Tag, which is 20 questions, just letting us share our life as a large family with you. So let's get started. Do you want to answer this one?
So we have 7 children. 7 children. 11, 10, 8, 7, 4, 3. How many more?
1.
Oh, and 1 year old.
Our family structure is I birthed every single one of them. They were single births. Our first 4 were born in the hospital, and then our last 3 were all born at home with the same midwife. Our first baby, I was 27, and Ed was a tender age of 25.
So I guess I'm going to answer this one. They were definitely not planned. We did leave it in the hands of God, and a lot of people think we're crazy about that, but it's been an awesome journey.
I think my favorite reaction was this older lady. She came right up to me and just had the sweetest, kindest, most encouraging words, and then she gave me a card. It basically was a blessing. It just solidified the fact that children are a blessing, and it was much needed that day.
As far as negative comments, I'm pretty thick-skinned and kind of stubborn, so I don't really care what people think. Joy is a little bit more emotional, so I'm gonna let her answer that part.
Every time I think my skin is thick enough that I've heard it all and that I've figured out how to handle it gracefully, sometimes it's still a process. But you just stop and think that people just don't really know sometimes, or they don't really realize what they're saying or how they're saying it. And this experience is a very unique one. Not everybody is going to have this experience, so you just have to embrace the good and the bad.
I think it costs us maybe about $1,000 a month to feed our family. That's including eating out too. But most of the time I try to cook at home.
I think we're at a point in our lives where definitely we feel complete and we feel more than blessed. But we've come to learn over the past decade or so that God really plans our family and He will provide. He always has. He continues to do so even now. So if that was something that we were called and we were blessed again, we would definitely be feeling fortunate to have that opportunity. But as of now, I think we're pretty good, God. So hopefully he doesn't have any other plans for us. But if He does, we're game. Oh boy.
So as of right now, we're traveling in a Toyota Sienna minivan. As a young man, I did not plan on having a minivan ever, but we did outgrow our SUV, so we did have to get a minivan, which we love. It's so convenient for a large family.
We actually are pretty much nobody else can ride in the van with us, and we do have hopes to eventually do some road tripping. So hopefully, one goal that we have is that we will be able to get an even bigger vehicle. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions, we're definitely open to any reviews or anything like that of some great family of 9 type of vehicles or larger.
If we do eat out, it's usually just a date night with Joy and I, but the few times that we do go eat out with the kids, it'll probably be at like IHOP or Red Robin, basically all the family-friendly places that the kids can, be loud and obnoxious without bothering anybody.
Probably the biggest thing that we do is order in. We have some order in kind of nights. Trying to stay away from pizza, but definitely Hawaiian food and Chinese food are definitely our go-tos.
Mm-hmm. We have 2 kinds, skim milk and whole milk. Skim milk would be for me. The kids are all whole milk. We probably go through about 5 or 6 gallons a week.
And I would say we buy one of those big store brand packets. I don't know how many are in there.
It's like 32 or something.
Yeah, 32 of like the jumbo super rolls or whatever. I would say we could probably go through one of those a month. Yeah, about a month. Mac and cheese.
So since I cook mostly in the household, for dinner, I love going to spaghetti. The kids love spaghetti. It's easy to do. Either that or, grilled chicken. Or if I'm really lazy, mac and cheese.
Or the rotisserie chicken at the grocery store. The colossal chicken. Is a good one. On a day-to-day basis, I think you just have to find those opportunities. I know with Ed, he's great about playing video games with the kids. Some of our kids are total gamers, so they really love being able to play a few things with them. I think before, early on, we used to think that it had to be something very specific and very structured to have one-on-one time with them. But I found as the kids have gotten older, they actually will give you some cues, because my daughters or my sons, they'll individually seek us out for a very specific reason. Maybe it's, Mommy, can you help me with this? Or, Mommy, can you do my hair? I want to have a braid or whatever. So it can just be a split second, maybe just a few minutes. But I think I found that that's very actually quality one-on-one time, because they're expressing a need and they're seeking you out and you're responding. So I think that's hopefully going to help when they're older, and maybe we're going to be the ones requesting one-on-one time. So hopefully that will reciprocate. Oh gosh.
I'll let Joy take this one.
The kids have a code word for me when I'm overwhelmed with the clutter. It's called RAR. Mommy is going to go RAR. And I've had a lot of advice over the years of how to handle it, but really there's no way. Our daily life is like chaos to order and then back to chaos again. I really admire Ed in this sense, because he is home like more of the time with the kids. And while I'm out at work, it's like, it's easy to walk in through the door and be like, oh, what happened to the house? Everything's all over the place. Ed's advised me a lot that the best way to handle it is just to leave it for the course of the day. If you need to kind of move things to the side, or my mother-in-law would tell me, just kick it over to the side, and tunnel vision, don't even think about it until later on in the day.
So right now we have the kids in public school. I would love to do private school, but right now it's just not financially possible.
Here in Nevada, there's a lot of great options. We did think homeschooling was really amazing, and we've done some research into that, but the mechanics of it, we just haven't really figured out how we would be able to do that. But right now we're very happy. While they're in elementary and middle school, we're pretty happy with the education and the type of teaching that they've been exposed to. So I think as the years go by, we just have to lean in closer and be more involved.
For the chaos, I think you just gotta let them go crazy every now and then, let their energy out, but at the same time, I'm pretty firm with the kids. So when they hear my voice, they know it's quiet time. So I think you just have to be consistent with when you want quiet and when you allow them to play, because otherwise they won't listen to you and you'll never have any quiet time. So like right now, all the kids are hiding out and they know we're filming this, so we just told them 30 minutes, that's all we need.
It's so funny, when we do get free time, we actually almost like have writer's block, or you kind of sit for a moment and you don't really know what to do. It's amazing how your life really starts to revolve around what the family needs. But when we do get our free time, Ed and I used to do some walks, nighttime walks, just within our neighborhood, just to get a breath of fresh air and a little bit of quiet, like actually have a conversation without any interruptions. Take care of each other. Don't forget that your relationship is the core of everything. It's what the structure is built on.
My number one tip is to get your relationship with your partner right, because that's everything what the kids see. You can get everything wrong teaching the kids. Being a great example for them, I think, is probably the best thing you can do. And you can get everything else wrong. There's our 20 questions. We hope you enjoyed it, and a little insight into our family and how it is to have a large family. So we hope you learn some things. I don't know, maybe start your own large family.
Thanks, guys. Thanks so much for your time.
Bye.